So definition types: force, push or pull. I mean, what does mean the force? Force, push or pull that can cause acceleration or deformation. It is called force. So Newton's second law, units are newtons, F is equal to ma. So internal versus external force, the external gravity, ground reaction, contact, frictions. The internals are muscles, tendons, ligaments, joints, and force. So coming to the point, the gravity of the outer surface has influenced the internal bodies of muscle, tendon, and ligaments and joint forces. That magnitude, the direction, and the application of the point has been reached through the way of body. Like on cup and saucer, we can take and hold the cup to the mouth and we can kept in the table. This is a directional force. So force is in vector quantity. So point of an application, direction, magnitude, resolution into components, a perpendicular rotated torque component, parallel long axis, compression, distraction has been occurred in the long axis. So the angle of pull and rotatory movement and stabilization, compression components are be formed. The angle is of 90 degree, below 90 degree and greater 90 degree of distractions. So parietal lobe and functions, somatosensory processing, touch, pain, temperature, proprioceptions, subtle awareness, navigation, interrogations of sensory information, attention and perception of surroundings. So parietal lobe functions, they are protecting somatosensory processing, touch, pain, temperature, proprioceptions, types of activities. The parietal lobe has been functioned. So force system and resultants, linear force act along one line, resultant on the parallel force parallelly but at different points. The translation and movement occurs in the same time. The concurrent force act at single point in the divergent direction. So combined way of parallelogram, the vector addictions, the movements that when force doesn't act through axis turning effect, the force and perpendicular distance, the resultant force, a single equivalent force of multiple force. So the force system has been explained clearly when the processing of an object is directly and proportional to each other and activate through a body and maybe a combination of moments. So coming to the gravity, weight and ground reaction force, a gravity is a force pulling mass towards the earth, which means an abnormal force that pulling a mass of the weights towards the directions. Ground reaction force, force from the ground in which response to the body contact. The components are normal perpendicularly or plus shears parallel frictions. So gravity and weights and ground direction force can act on the same direction, same plane in an different aspects. So Newton's third law, for every action and equal and opposite reaction, the body has an action and opposite action as ground. Ground to the body has equivalent actions. So dynamic task has ground reaction force, magnitude and direction vary over the time. So center of gravity, the point where the total mass is considered to act in standing human COG is slightly anterior to the second sacral vertebra. Each body segment has its own COG. COG of combined body shifts in the posture and limb positions. So stability, base, support, and line of gravity. So base of support, line of gravity, stability. So these types of activities are based on the ground reaction force and the body's types. Uh, the body's types and influencing the ground reaction force on the body may cause these types of support. So the base of support is larger, the ground reaction force and stability will be wider, and base of support is so smaller, there will be lot of loss of balance in the body. loss of balance, it will be get affected by the stability. So what are the factors affecting stability are larger, wider base of support, yes, lower COG and COG of close to center of base. So properties of food placement, yes. What are the types of equilibrium? Stable and unstable and neutral equilibrium. What is it stable? So when an portion of an object is thrown out, it will be back to its where the process has been started. The unstable is it will be diverted by throughout the direction. So what is a neutral? It will be remains in the same new position. So when a cricket ball is thrown, it will be returned to a keeper's hand. It is in stable equilibrium. Unstable equilibrium, when a ball has been thrown throughout the air, it has been divided into some other places. And what is neutral equilibrium? So it a cricket has been thrown. There is no fielder. The ball has been thrown throughout the face. The ball will be stable at a new position. So we'll conclude the topic. There are concept of motion, forces, gravity, COG, and stability. These four topics or five topics are equal to same reaction. There are equal to equal to its own proportion. The sub-branches of types of motion, vector resolutions, equilibrium types. The motions results form a force acting in a bodies. Force vectors can be resolved and combined. The gravity always act as COG. The stability depends on COG, BOS, and LOG. They have the change in the motion. So that's all for the today's topic. Hope you all understand. Thank you.